What up, guys? I'm Brody. You're watching Chicken Breast TV, and today I'm just finishing up my protein shake. And we're talking about old school bodybuilders versus new school bodybuilders. We're talking about the golden era versus the modern day mass monsters, okay? Now, this isn't exactly a trending topic. You know, a lot of people have already talked about this in the past. I'm just chiming in my 2 cents. Well, actually, I mean, it might be kind of trending because, you know, we got the new classic physique division coming out, which essentially is supposed to be that look of the old school bodybuilder from the golden era of bodybuilding. And so people are talking about this again. This is a topic that always comes up. So basically, let's just break it down a little. You have the old school look, which is that look like Arnold, Franco Columbu, Frank Zane, Lou Ferrigno, where the waists were much smaller, and the bodybuilders were a little bit smaller too, but the proportions and the symmetry were better, and it was more aesthetically pleasing to the general population. Like, women might actually want to fuck a guy like Arnold, okay? Where the modern day mass monster, I'm not saying that people don't want to fuck that, but I'm saying that the general population is a little bit shocked by that look. You know, they're like, wow, these guys are really big and scary. That's what people think. They look like scary monsters, and a lot of people don't like the fact that they have these distended stomachs, which a lot of people believe is either from the growth hormone, the insulin, or just a lot more food intake. I mean, I was just watching a video of Jay Cutler's interview on RX Muscle, and he talks about eating, you know, 1,000 grams of carbs throughout an entire 20-week diet. The guy talks about eating, you know, 10,000 calories a day to diet, I believe, and you know, that could be part of it. I think it's a mix of both drugs and food, but regardless, I think that the majority like that aesthetic look of the old school bodybuilders from the golden era. Now, I am gonna play I'm not playing devil's advocate actually, but I'm the first video that I've ever heard that says this. I'm sure there's others. I like the mass monsters. I think it's fucking cool, okay? I like to see freaky monsters on stage, okay? You know, people talk about Big Ramy a lot. The guy is massive in comparison to other mass monsters. Marcus Rule was another guy who's pretty big. I'm not going to start naming a bunch of names, but yeah, I mean, I like freaks. If I'm going to pay to see a show, I want to see freaks, okay? My opinion of the matter is that, I'm trying to pick my words carefully here. My opinion on the matter is, in the Olympics in track, you don't want to see the best runner, you want to see the fastest runner. And if the goal is to be the fastest runner, then over the years, over the decades, we want to see people beating people's records, running faster, right? In baseball, there's not a perfect number of home runs. The perfect number is whatever is the most, right? In swimming, who can swim the laps fastest, right? In powerlifting, who can lift the most weight? There's not a perfect number of weight. It's just more weight is better. And that's generally how most sports go. Football, who can get the most touchdowns, not who can get the perfect amount of touchdowns. And with bodybuilding, I think it's the same thing. It's a sport of building your body, so who can be the most built? The most built in mass, the most built in terms of conditioning, the most built in terms of symmetry, proportion, you know, dryness, vascularity, graininess, all this stuff, right? Who can be the most built guy? So, yes, it might not be aesthetically pleasing, but, you know, nobody plays tennis to have sex or to be attractive necessarily. So that's not the goal of bodybuilding, is not to be attractive. If this is a sexy competition, you know, I must be confused, because as far as I'm concerned, bodybuilding is a sport where the goal is to build your body, not to become attractive. So the bigger the better, I say, and personally I respect it, and I respect the other guys too. It's just different strokes for different folks, you know? I don't know if I would personally want to get that massive. I mean, I would have to see how it feels because I can imagine it would be very uncomfortable. But what I like to watch as a spectator and as a competitor is freaks. I want to see freaks. I want to see the most. I want to see the most touchdowns, the fastest runner, you know, the quickest knockout, and the biggest bodybuilder. And that's basically where I stand on the matter, guys. Yeah, chime in, let me see what you guys think. Although I think a lot of you guys are going to like that aesthetic look. And that's cool, man. It's just, you know, different things, different strokes for different folks. I'm Brody. You're watching Chicken Breast TV. Later.